Yo, it's your boy P Camp here to chop it up with you about should DNA tests be mandatory at birth? Yes, it should be. Automatically. I don't know why it's taking this long to even think about this, right? Why are we even thinking about this? It should be a thing. It should have been a thing for a long time. But video coming from Mena TV Africa, came across this and right off the rip, it's a panel of men and women sitting here talking about the thing. And right off the rip, one of the dudes, they bring up the topic, and one of the dudes is like, yeah, I agree. I think it should be mandatory. Automatically, all the women, what you mean? Just because y'all out here slanging and banging and doing all of this? First of all, let's get this understood. The conversation and the topic is not about men. You see how women deflect right off the rip? Right off the rip. The conversation is about DNA testing, suggesting that you have done something with your twat that we don't know about. So me, Jim, John, or Bob could be the father because we don't know who you was kicking it with. So the thing is, we're not on trial right now. We understand that we be out here slanging and banging. You know what I'm saying? Moving and scooping. You know what I'm saying? We know we be out here doing that thing. But the conversation when it comes to a baby ain't about us. So stop deflecting and let's talk about what we're here to talk about. What you did with your twat. Who squoze your juice box recently? Around the same time that this baby was conceived, because you wouldn't be so up in arms about the question if I was the only one that was hitting it. But all the women got immediately disenfranchised about the question. You know what I'm saying? So let's listen to what the one chick says.
I think that the United States making DNA testing mandatory is stupid. I don't think that, it's something that if you feel like you need a DNA test, go do that on your own time because you feel that way. I don't think every person, there's millions of people in the United States. Like, it doesn't make sense that people could be using that time to do other things. Like, you could be saving a life. You could be in a hospital saving a life.
So the chick, Zenobia, I believe her name is, says that getting DNA test mandatory would be stupid. People could be doing so many things so many better things to be doing with your time. You could be in a hospital saving a life, as she says, right? Well, you know what I want you to do? I want you to save my life, Zenobia. That's what I want you to do. Save me from 18 years because most of us know we have kids around 20, 30 or something. Most of us black folk, we don't living to be 50 or 60. So please save my life from the last 20 years I got left to live from taking care of a child that is not mine. Can you save me from doing that? It would be a great lifesaver, I would think. You know what I'm saying? Because who wants to spend 20 years taking care of something that is another dude's? And all I'm saying is the justice system is so messed up that but you see how women deflect once again. You see how women deflect. I ain't even gonna play this whole thing because the whole thing is like 50 minutes or something like that. But I'm just gonna play a couple clips just to get to the point. Like, women often deflect. And I heard in the beginning of the clip when they were saying they were showing one of the samples of how ramped up it got in the conversation. And she was like, women take care of other people's kids all the time. Yes, but it's your choice. You know the child didn't come out of you, so you know it ain't your child. But you can decide if you want to be maternal and you want to take them in and be like, oh, we're going to care for them too. The thing is, y'all be trying to trick us into believing it's our child. And the law is so messed up that once you sign our name, or like if you have me believing that that's my child at birth and I sign the birth certificate, do you know in most states I can't get out of that? Even if after a year or two, let's say a year or two, the baby just started looking less and less like me. And a year or two go past, and I'm like, man, I don't think this baby mine, bro. Baby keep looking less and less like me. You know what I'm saying? We get a DNA test. Proves the baby ain't mine. Well, too bad. Most courts in the United States will tell you that, well, sir, you shouldn't sign the birth certificate. You're already on the hook for it. Thank you. Have a good day. What? Yeah, we know it's not yours, but yeah, if you don't continue to pay child support, what was the baby now, 2? If you don't continue to pay child support until this baby's 18, then we're going to come lock you up for it. Because, see, the government is only concerned with recouping their investment. And a lot of times when men and women go separate ways, women have to file for, certain government assistance. And the government will give that assistance up, but they're going to get it back. One way or another, they're going to get it back. And they don't care who they get it back from. The closest thing that the woman point to is who they're going to get it back from. And there's been cases of women that then just signed, that then just said, this guy is the father. Who's the father? Woman don't even know. She just pick a guy. Just pick the, listen, I've heard of a case where this chick just picked a name because she didn't want her baby daddy. She had an agreement with her baby daddy, and she didn't want her baby daddy to be singled out in this. So she just said Larry Johnson or something, right? and they went after a random Larry Johnson in the area and served and sent him some in the mail, and he was on the hook for that. Because he didn't respond in a timely manner to the mail that he received. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was on the hook for that responsibility of paying for. This is what I'm saying, how unfair the system is towards men, and women don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? Or don't want to realize it. Even when you bring it up, they just want to deflect and be like, well, you should take care of it anyway. Why should I take care of something that ain't mine? You want me to pay for something for 18 years that ain't mine? Come on, man. Cut it out. And this chick just sounds saving lives, really? That's what you came up with? Other than doing what? Okay, whatever.
I think men have the right to know, for sure.
God
but
bless you.
it's definitely no problem, guys. No problem, guys. It's insulting, though. I mean, I think men definitely deserve to know it's their right. Just like if a woman's like out there like that, she deserves to know who the father is as well. But I think it's definitely insulting if you're in a relationship and you're married and your partner wants you to have a DNA test.
No, it's more
that ain't straight.
No, that shit not yours. That's
the kid is not yours, so you raise it. It's like, you raise it, and that's your child at the end of the day. But if you had known that and you had that, you didn't give that person that decision.
So another clip that the women brought up, the one girl actually agreed with the men, like men should know, but she also said it would be insulting if you was, you married, y'all together, and y'all been together for some years, and this, that, and other, and then, y'all have a baby, and the dude like, yeah, get that test. She like, that's insulting for the boy. Yeah, it is insulting, but really, if you made it a mandate and you made it automatic, then it wouldn't be nothing to be insulted about. Because it can be insulting, but at the same time, I don't have no way of proving this other than that test. And beyond being insulted, I mean, think about it. Women, y'all insult us every day. Every day. We could be married, right? We could be married for 5 years. Every day. Who was that? Like, yeah, okay, I showed up to your job and your little, you know what I'm saying? Who was hugging? She hugging you? What's that, your little work wife? Da-da-da. Who is this? Like, y'all question us every day at every turn after we've decided to marry you. And it's like, so if you questioning me all the time, just on little stuff, who number is this? Hey, that's a client. I do work with them, da-da-da. We was at, we did this, we did that. We got to keep in contact. And, We have to call and make calls and whatever, talk to each other. We can't just be on Instagram. Like, even if you follow somebody on Instagram or something like that, who is that? Why you liking all her pictures? Baby, it's potential money. I'm just saying. It's not a big thing. Yeah, okay, whatever. Go sleep over her house then. Okay, so I can be tested and questioned on every little thing in everyday life. But something as big as having a child together, I can't even remotely think about questioning you over that. I can't even think about it. Even though it's an 18-year commitment. Even longer than that, really. Because we all know that the umbilical cord ain't cut at 18. What, 18, you just sending them off to college. And if you really been around and been being a dad to them, you gonna keep caring and doing stuff as they in college. You're going to be sending care packages. You're going to be trying to pay college tuition. You're going to be doing this and try to make sure they straight and getting them rides home and getting them cars to drive back and forth and plane tickets to go back and forth and make sure they, what you need. You trying to get a car, we're going to give you the down payment for your car. You trying to get a house when you get back from school and you're trying to get, we'll give you who got the down payment for that. I'm just saying, it goes farther than 18 years, but y'all want us to just be like, okay, whatever. We trust you on that, even though this baby ain't nigga looking nothing like me. You know what I'm saying? Keep looking more and more like this dude that stay across the street, but I'm just supposed to just trust that everything is good. All I'm saying is, look. Listen, I'm just trying to tell y'all this is a valid topic and a valid question. And for all you ladies that are getting extra offended by this, it is what it is. Be offended. But I'd rather you be offended and I know that I'm the dad. We can have that little hiccup. You can be mad at me, what you gonna throw something at me? Look, stop playing. I told you throw something else. Get that out of her hand, please. Get the glass out of her hand, because if you cut me with something, I'm telling you. I'm not going to take, look. You play, look. Y'all know how it go. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, we can have that argument and then be like, okay, the baby mine. Okay, let's move on. You mad at me? Give me a hug. You know what I'm saying? We can move on from that. You can be mad at me however long you want to be, but after that, I'm going to be in my child's life. And I'm going to take care of my child. You know what I'm saying? But that's all we want, is to be reassured that that's my child. Like, I just wanted to play a couple clips from the video because I ain't about to go into the whole spiel of the whole thing, because that'll be an extra long video. But I just wanted to just give y'all a taste of what the women is thinking and why it's ridiculous. I know y'all feel some type of way about it, but listen, I don't think it's that much to ask. I don't think it's that much to ask. Feel how you want to feel about it, but if you made it automatic, you wouldn't have to feel no type of way about it. It'd just be done. Because how the law set up is ridiculous for a woman to be able to just sign any guy's name on that dotted line and point to any guy and say he's the father, and then if he don't respond to the court in time, then he's just on the hook for that for 18 years, paying child support. If he don't pay it, they're going to come and lock him up. And then he do a DNA test 2 years later and figure out the baby's not his. And you just have to keep paying it anyway. That's nuts to me, bro. That is nuts to me. And it would be nuts to any woman if she was in the reverse side of that. Like, it's nuts to anybody that's in that position. That's like being falsely accused of a crime or something. Like, you telling me I got to do the time? I got to pay the money and do the time for something I did not commit? That's like saying you're going to put me in jail for 18 years. And I'm just supposed to be cool with it. And when I get out, they say you got to pay back restitution or whatever. And I get out, I got to pay it back and this, that, and the other. And I didn't do this. So you going to put me in jail? I'm innocent. And I got to spend 18 years in jail. Innocent. And pay back this, that, and the other. And be on the hook for the rest of my life for being looked at a certain way. Can't get a job for the rest of my life. That's what that's like. That's like being put and I know y'all are going. I know the women gonna look at it like if being put in jail. I'm just saying, just compare it. If you innocent of a crime and they lock you up saying you guilty, that means you're on the hook for that responsibility. You the one in there serving that time, and that's what the court say to the father. We don't care if you did it or not. You gonna serve this time with this child. And if you ain't going to spend time with the child and doing this, that, and the other, you going to pay. You going to serve one way or another. That's nuts, man. That's nuts. I'm just saying. I just think y'all should re-examine how things are and how things should be going forth. But definitely a DNA test mandate should be in effect for sure. It'll just clear up a lot of questions and stop people from being on the hook for stuff that they shouldn't be. I'm just saying, you the one that's carrying the baby. You the carrier of the womb. You have the womb to carry the baby. And that's cool. I know, we ridiculous with how we get down out here, but the thing is, when it comes down to a baby, our irresponsible actions are not the ones being called into question. It is yours. It is the woman's irresponsibility that's being called into question. Who have you slept with in these 9 to 12 months? Like, have you kicked it with anybody? Or is anybody else, And if you just watch like one of these shows, Paternity Court or something, you will see how crazy it is and how back and forth it is and how you never know who's the father, who's not the father, this, that, and other. Chicks be going through 4, 5 dudes, don't know who the father is, but swearing he the one. And that's nuts that you should be on the hook for that, to pay for that baby and have to care for that baby and be around that baby, even though it's not yours. I'm just leaving you with this. You know what lions do? When the king comes into the pride, and all the little baby cubs around it, he kill them all. He snapping necks. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Every little cub got to go to their mind. All of y'all are out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you how nature get down. So y'all want to, just because we intelligent, we humans, y'all think we supposed to just be around somebody else's kid and be all cordial. But I feel like how Snoop did in Baby Boy. I don't like you either. I ain't your daddy. Kick this forward over. Punk. I hate you too. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to like you just because your mama had you. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's your boy P Cat, man. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Put something in the comments, man. And get at your boy.